YouTube, and we can start our discussion soon. So welcome everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. And the festival seasons have started now. And it starts with before Krishna appears, Lord Balaram appears. And that's what it is here. And we are celebrating Lord Balaram's appearance day today. Okay. Although the event was on Friday. Can please, everybody show your faces. It's wonderful to see your moonlight faces. Now, who would like to share? We've got many devotees who are traveling. Avinash who is traveling. We've got Sanjeev Prabhu just come. So a lot of devotees who are wanting to listen. And we're waiting for the seniors who would like to give the realizations first. Shriram, would you like to speak, Prabhuji? We start with you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yeah, I can share my realization.
Okay, that's wonderful.
So, Hare Krishna, Lord Balaram ji ki jai. So, actually, I was meditating on Lord Balaram, and we also celebrated his appearance day on Friday. So, as we know, the Lord Balaram, and Lord Krishna, practically they're one and the same. There are only few differences, as we know. That the first difference is that actually they're actually skin complexion. The Krishna is is a Shamvar, while Balaram is he has a white in complexion. And another important aspect that is actually Lord Krishna is a supreme personality of Godhead, and Lord Balaram is the first expansion. So he has all the potencies, as Krishna. And there are many verses in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila, chapter 5, which actually explains the glories of Lord Nityanand, who is actually Lord Balaram. So I was reading through that, and Lord Balaram has this attitude of servitorship. So he is always engaged in serving Lord Krishna in various ways, and that is a difference. Lord Krishna do not have this service attitude, whereas Lord Balaram, is always engaged. He want to serve Krishna in various ways, and in the form of Shesh, as a Shesh Nag, he is actually doing many services to Lord Krishna or Lord Vishnu, and he always appear with Lord Krishna in his various pastimes in the past as well. And Chaitanya Charitamrita in Adi Lila, chapter 5, verse 149, actually it says, Nityananda Swarupa Purve ha iye Lakshmana Lagubhrata haye kare Ramera Sevana. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, translation. So here it says, Lord Nityananda Swarup formerly appeared as Lakshman and served Lord Ramchandra as his younger brother. And the next verse, Ramera Charitra Sabha Dukher Karana Swatantra Leelaya Dukha Sahena Lakshmana. The activities of Lord Ram were full of suffering, but Lakshman, of his own accord, tolerated that suffering. So here you can see, so the pastime of Lord Ram that actually happened, before actually Lord Krishna appeared in Vrindavan. So that was in Dwapar Yuga, where Lord Ramchandra appeared, in the previous Yuga. So there actually Lakshman, he appeared as his younger brother. And as we know, actually in the pastime of Lord Ramchandra, very famous, almost everyone knows about it. But actually, I was reading through, and I realized actually how Lord Lakshman's position was very difficult one, because he was a younger brother, and as we know that Lord Ram, he was an ideal king, he's an ideal son, ideal husband, and Lord Lakshman is an ideal brother, and Sita Devi is an ideal wife as well. So Ramayana is full of ideals. We can learn a lot from everyone. So when actually on the eve of the coronation, Lord Ramchandra, actually his father, Dashrath Maharaj, actually he has to actually ask him to actually give up a throne, because one of his queen, the Kaikeyi, so she obtained two boons from Lord Dashrath in the past, because he was very pleased with her services. But at that time, she didn't ask for it, and she said she will ask it later. So it was so happened that, as we know, that actually Kaikeyi wanted Lord Ram to give up a throne and give it to the Bharat, and he wanted Bharat to be a king. And also she demanded that Lord Ram to actually, she wanted him to go into the forest, Vanvas, for 14 years. So Lord Bharat can actually enjoy his kingdom without any disturbance. So when Lord Ram actually saw, actually his father is very sad, and he can see actually he was very distressed. Even he loved Lord Ram so much, but because he has given a word to his wife, and that's why he was very distressed. So when Lord Ram saw that, he voluntarily actually gave up the throne, and he said he will go, for the Vanvas. So Lakshmana also actually, he declared that, Lord Ram cannot go alone. He wanted to actually join him as well. And likewise, the Sita Devi, being a wife, she said, she need to be with Lord Ram, because she is his wife, and she want to actually be with him in any circumstances. And also a lot of Ayodhya, actually the citizens, they also wanted to go along with Lord Ram, but actually Lord Ram said, no, you should stay in Ayodhya. Otherwise, if everybody want to actually go with him, nobody will actually left in a kingdom. So that way, Lord Lakshman was actually always accompanying Lord Ram in a forest as well. And Lord Ram actually, has to go through a lot of suffering, externally, because he's actually supreme personality, there is no cause for him to suffer, but externally, as the pastime, he has to go through a lot of sufferings. And Lord Lakshman, because he was a younger brother, he cannot stop Lord Ram because of his inferior position, and he has to stay quiet most of the time. Actually, while going through the forest, he can see how Lord Ram's, lotus feet, actually has to traverse through the forest on the pebbles and thorns, and he can see all that suffering, but he couldn't do anything. Even the most difficult situation where he encountered, when Lord Ram has to actually give up Sita Mata, after Lord Ram killed Ravana, and when they come back, and when some of the citizens objected about Sita Mataji, so Lord Ram has to, he made the difficult decision, and he asked Lakshman to actually take Sita Devi to the Agni Pariksha, and it was very difficult position for him to actually do that, because Lord Ram ordered him to do that, and he cannot say no. He was bound by his order. So as a younger brother, he cannot actually do much. So he has done many things, and he realized, and actually he vowed, actually, at the time, that he will never actually take a birth as the younger brother of Supreme Personality of Godhead again, So because he didn't want to actually see his Lord suffer, and he wanted to actually serve him very well. So he vowed that, and that's why when Lord Krishna appeared in Vrindavan, Lord actually Balaram also appeared, but he appeared as his elder brother. So he's not bound, and he can actually serve him to his heart's content. And similarly, again, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, Lord Nityananda Prabhu also appeared, but again as his elder brother. So that explains, actually Lord Balaram, even actually he's also supreme personality, but his attitude is to serve Lord Krishna. That servitorship is very, very important. And I was thinking, because all the actually plenary portions of Lord Krishna and portions of the plenary portions, and various incarnations, they also want to render service to the supreme personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, and they are actually happy when Krishna is happy. So all his expansion has that actual attitude, but Lord Krishna being a supreme, So I was thinking that even such an important actually personality, Lord Balaram, actually practically there is no difference between him and Lord Krishna, still has that actually desire to actually serve Lord Krishna all the time, and he's doing that in many forms. But I was thinking, actually all the living entities, they are also part and parcel of Krishna, even they are very, very minute, So as Bhagavad Gita talks about that we are actually 1/10,000th part of the tip of a hair, that's actually how small we are. Still, qualitatively, we are similar to Krishna. But when we come into this material existence, in this material world, we forget Lord Krishna, and we do not want to serve Lord Krishna. In fact, under the influence of this Maya, we always interested to serve ourselves, we try to satisfy our senses. And it's so hard, even actually, we learned a lot, all this philosophy with the mercy of Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada and all the devotees, that actually our only business is to serve Krishna. But even we have this actually information or knowledge, whatever we call it, but to actually turn that into actual practice on daily basis is a challenge. We have to actually convince ourselves to actually keep doing the services on daily basis, and we always find excuses, or because we also encounter difficulties, but that is also because of our own karma, that we have actually committed various sins in our past lives, and we suffer on account of that. So now, actually, even we have this, actually all this knowledge, of the Bhagavad Gita and all that, I was actually, I was thinking on this point, actually it doesn't come very naturally, to actually serve. So how, and we know actually theoretically, actually, because we're not purified, we're still contaminated by all these material desires and all that, and that's why we're actually away from the Krishna. But when you look at, Lord Balaram and his actually, his character and all his actually good qualities, I think we can learn a lot, to have that attitude, actually to care about Krishna all the time, and actually try to actually be available, in various forms to serve him. I think we should actually, try to actually mold our mentality in such a way that we should always think about serving Krishna all the time. I know it's not actually saying is one thing and actually doing is very, very hard. As Srila Prabhupada says that actually one can become a yogasta, one can think of Krishna 24/7, but one has to actually learn that art. You have to take a baby step each day, and that's why actually I'm trying to actually meditate on that point, that how we can inculcate this actually quality of having this service attitude in myself. So, and only actually that way we can actually purify ourselves, and we can actually able to actually liberate ourselves. But that's not the actually our highest goal, actually to become a good servant, and that is our constitutional position. So Lord Balaram is the actually exemplary, in that actually respect. So he sets up the highest example, actually the devotee of Krishna who's always willing to serve him in any condition. So I think that's what I actually realized, while actually I try to meditate on Lord Balaram's appearance day. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Srila Prabhu. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Realizations. Yes. Who would like to go next? I know we have got less devotee speakers today. Please feel free. Okay. Right. Looks like nobody. Okay. It comes to me now very fast. Okay. All right. I will speak when I see everybody's moonlight faces. Okay. Right. Don't show your faces. I'll not speak. So who was there missing? I can understand Sanjay Prabhu is working. Who else is there now? You want me to call you by your names? Then you come online quickly. Show your faces very nicely. All of you, please. Except Sanjay Prabhu is fine. Who was there? Come on. Who's there now? Parth is missing still?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I'll be switching on my camera in a while.
You require so much invitation, right, Prabhuji? You're a very big man. Hare Krishna. Okay. All right. I know. Hare Krishna. Right, Lord Balaram. We all know that Lord Balaram is the brother of Lord Krishna. We all understand that he is as good as Krishna. And for Lord Balaram, it is very important that he serves Krishna nicely. And he's as good as Krishna in every respect. But still there's a difference. And the difference is that Krishna never thinks about serving, whereas Lord Balaram has a constant thought of serving Krishna. How do I serve Krishna? How do I serve Krishna? How do I serve Krishna? Yeah. Of course, Krishna serves his devotees. Krishna serves that Balaram also, who's as good as Krishna. But generally, the mood of serving is from Lord Balaram unto Lord Krishna, not from Krishna to Balaram. His complexion is different. He is fair. Krishna is not fair. He is playing on horn, where Krishna plays on the flute. And he is a lord of agriculture. Do you all know this? Do you all know this? Lord Balaram is a lord of agriculture. That's why he carries a plow. You see? And then you got Shankar, who's also Shankar Bhagwan, who's also devotee of Lord Shankarshan. That's how the name Shankar comes from Shankarshan. The pastimes of Krishna and Balaram, everyone in this whole world, whole creation, they are attracted by the pastimes of Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram. Why does it so? And especially the childhood pastimes. Because anyone who seriously follows and understands the childhood pastimes of Krishna and Balaram, the material tribulations, don't touch them. This is a special significance and blessing for anyone. This particular promise and information and inference is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam. When there's a reference of how Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda, they were enjoying along with the cowherd boys, Gopas, elderly Gopas and elderly Gopis. They did not endure material tribulations. So in the 10th canto it is said, Iti Nandadayo Gopaha Krishna Rama Katham Muda Kurvanto Ramamanascha Navindam Bhava Vedanam. See, Iti Nandadayo Gopaha. So Iti means along with, in this way. So the continuation of discussion. In this way, Nandadayo Gopaha. So Nanda and Adaya means Nanda Maharaj and all other Gopas, elderly cowherd boys, men, cowherd men. And Gopaha, cowherd men. Krishna Rama Katham Muda. So Krishna means Krishna and Rama means Balaram. Katham means their pastimes, narrations of their pastimes. Muda means they give transcendental pleasure. Kurvanto Ramamanascha Navindan Bhava Vedanam. So in this way, all the cowherd men headed by Nanda Maharaj enjoyed topics about the pastimes of Krishna and Balaram with great transcendental pleasure. Okay. So in this particular verse, there's an instruction that what is the result of studying the discussions about the lives of Krishna and Balaram from childhood onwards? So what is the instruction? What is the benefit one gets, result of it? That just like Sadorudi Avarudhya Datra Krutibihi Sushrubhi Tat Krishna. So Nand Maharaj and Mother Yashoda in Vrindavan appear like ordinary persons of this material world. But they never felt the tribulations of this world. Although they sometimes met with many dangerous situations created by demons, including Krishna when he left Vrindavan, ultimately to go to Dwarka. Mother Yashoda could not tolerate it. She just couldn't take it. She left her body out of intense affection. But still, this was external. Internally, they never felt material tribulations. This is the promise by Srimad Bhagavatam. So if you also want to have life without material tribulations, then you must study Srimad Bhagavatam from the Canto 1 onwards. Don't jump. Because by the time we come to Canto 9, as Srila Prabhupada very correctly promises, that by the time a student starts from Canto 1 to Canto 9, he or she will have clear idea about God and will be ready to then understand about the pastimes of the loving affairs of Vrindavan, of Krishna and Balarama. You see? So Vyasadeva has given this literature so that everyone may understand one's transcendental position simply by discussing Bhagavad Katha. What we are doing here with our limited capacity, by the extreme causeless mercy of Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada, one can understand one's transcendental position and one will feel, yes, I want to go there. I want to be part of that pastimes. And even at the present moment, Srila Prabhupada says, even at the present moment, everyone can be happy and free from material tribulations anywhere in the world by just following Srimad Bhagavatam. So what about those fortunate living beings who are born in India or with Indian bodies? It's very fortunate. There is no need to perform any austerities and penances, which are very difficult in this age anyways, That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has instructed, Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtana. And that is the purpose why which Srila Prabhupada started this movement, Hare Krishna movement, especially ISKCON. We just open the book, all the centers are open just to talk about and preach about Krishna and Balaram to all living beings. Everyone gets the opportunity to chant and hear about Krishna, and they'll be free from material tribulations. So I'm sure all of us wants to be free from material tribulation, right? Here we go. Here we go. Now, when we all know about Lord Balaram being the son of Rohini, Mother Rohini. Yes, he is the son of Mother Rohini eternally. There is no doubt about it. Just like Krishna is the son of Mother Yashoda eternally. But for these pastimes, Lord Balaram also actually appeared in the womb of Mother Devaki. And from Mother Devaki, he was transferred into the womb of Mother Rohini, who was at that time being protected by Nanda Maharaj in Gokul, Vrindavan, against the atrocities of the cruel demon Kamsa. And it was because of that Lord Balaram appeared first and then Krishna appeared. So there's a very significant verse, significant discussion in the Srimad Bhagavatam as to when the Lord is explaining the point and instructing Yogamaya, who was in charge, who appeared as the Lord's sister, Subhadra Devi. So when she appeared, Lord gave her instructions. Krishna gave her instructions. What to do, how to do. And one of the instructions which the Lord gave was about Lord Balaram. So he says, Devakya Jhathare Garbham Sheshankyam Dama Mamakam Tat Sannik Krushya Rohiniya Udare Sanniveshaya. So he says that within the womb of Devaki is my partial plenary expansion known as Sankarshan or Shesh. without difficulty transfer him to the womb of Rohini. The Lord is therefore instructing this to be done by Yoga Maya after she first appeared. So the first plenary expansion of Krishna is Baladev, also known as Shesha. Okay. Under the incarnation of Shesha, he supports the entire universe. And the eternal mother of this incarnation, eternal mother of this incarnation of Shesh, or the incarnation of Shesh, is Rohini. And because I'm going into the womb of Devaki, the Lord is saying to Yoga Maya. Therefore, the Shesh incarnation has already gone there and made suitable arrangements so that I may live there. Now he should enter into the womb of Rohini, his eternal mother. So this is the reason why Lord Balaram appeared first in the womb of Mother Devaki before Lord Krishna. This is his servitor mood. He wanted to make sure that all arrangements are done very nicely for the Lord to come, for Lord Krishna to come, and with that, his job is done, his service, and then he could move on to transfer to the womb of his eternal mother Rohini. Now, for those of you who are very scientific minded, so-called, about science and all, I want to understand what is gravity. Gravity is keeping the whole universe floating, planets and stars, right? Right? Right. I think it's the greatest fraud. They can't understand what's going on. That's why they call it gravity. Yes, that Newton threw his apple up and it came down because Earth has a gravity and it came down again here. That's right. But you tell me, what is that force where like one apple in one Earth, okay, it comes back to Earth. There are so many apples in the form of planets and stars and even stones and small, big stones, small stones floating around everywhere in the universe. But nothing is crashing down on Earth because of Earth's atmosphere. I understand all those things, so don't give me that. What I want to say is this, that yes, the sun is moving, Earth is moving, Moon is moving, Saturn is moving, all these unlimited planets are moving, and zillions of other stones and non-planets are also moving, and they are in the orbit because of gravity. Whose gravity? Whose gravity? Earth has a gravity, that's why the apple came back. Understand? No problem. But whose gravity keeps everything float outside? Can you tell me? Have you thought about like this?
Yes, Prabhuji. I used to think about this.
Oh, very good. And what was the conclusion?
Conclusion, yeah, think, and I say there is no way, it's started from Big Bang, You cannot have such a perfect arrangement by just having some, unexplained, what they call it, Big Bang theory. And, after that, all that actually, different planet actually, because they were actually revolving and they actually form into the balls, and actually all that fire cool down later on and the cusp forms and all that. There are a lot of videos, Prabhuji, and also, that shows how this universe was formed. But when you think of it, actually, all these planets and all the living entities, and even actually when you think of your own body, actually all the systems, the way they work, it cannot be just developed by itself. So I thought, somebody must have created it.
That's a Big Bang theory. What I'm saying is, gravity on Earth is understandable.
Yeah.
That the apple is coming back. But what is the gravity which is holding the whole universes together?
They cannot explain, Prabhuji. This is a modern.
This whole planets and stars and Milky Ways, zillions of galaxies and all. What is holding that together? Mr. Parth, I thought you will jump to this. You must have done some big research on this.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, as far as our solar system is concerned, they say that the sun's gravity, the sun's mass is enough to hold the planets in place. As far as the galaxies are concerned, they say that the
The
gravitational
sun's
force.
mass. Hold on. The sun's mass is enough. I do not know. So I'm accepting what you're saying is true. Yeah. The sun's mass is enough to hold the gravity of all the planets and stars, correct? But
Yeah,
there's same people are saying that there are so many suns, not only one sun in one universe.
Yep, there are many stars. Yeah.
No, many suns, many suns. And we are much bigger sun than this one sun that we have got.
Yeah.
So which sun are they talking? Which gravities are the gravity of which sun are they talking about?
No, they're saying like a particular solar system, which like a sun in place and then planets revolving around it. The particular sun holds the solar system together, and that is what they say. And when
And
you
who's holding the sun? Even if we accept what they're saying, they've got multiple suns. Each sun have got a solar system. What is one sun for one universe? Let's talk this way. That is what we understand very clearly. Is it what you understand? Is it what you're saying?
no, they don't say that. They say there are many stars, many suns.
In one universe.
Yeah.
So what is solar system?
So solar system, according to them, is just a sun with a lot of planets revolving around it.
That's one solar system, what they call it. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is holding the sun?
So they say the sun is not stationary as well. The sun is also revolving.
Of course, it is revolving. 100% is revolving.
So the sun is revolving around another big star, and that is holding the sun in its place.
Which star?
So it might be two things. It might be another star, or it might be a black hole, which is in the center of the galaxies. So they have all these theories, basically.
That's why. So they have no answer. There were some theories to say.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So if they have got only theory to say, then we will hold on with this idea and with this Srimad Bhagavatam, which says that this Sheshanag, okay, which is holding all the universe, not only one universe, all the universes together. He's got unlimited hoods. And those unlimited hoods, there are unlimited universes being protected. So like one hood, one universe, second hood, second universe, third hood, third universe. Hoods protect them. And it is this Sheshanag which is holding all the gravity together. Believe you me, when I was a teenager, I didn't have much information, but when somebody told me this, I remember one gentleman is an old guy, old person. We had gone to this Badrinath, Kedarnath, and he was some kind of an astrologer and all that. So he said this, you people do not know. When the Sheshanag moves, everything will tumble and fall. And I remember distinctly, me and my brother, we laughed, quietly went away. So we were young. So we quietly laughed and we laughed at this old man. He said, what is this guy talking about? It's gravitation. It's gravity which holds. And he's talking about some Sheshanag with holding all those things. And today I believe the old man to be right and my laughing to be wrong. Because there are no clear answers to this, you see. So it is the job, it is the business of Sheshanag to hold all gravitational force intact, to keep all the universes floating, and planets and stars inside, and Milky Way inside each universe is floating. With each of its hoods, it is holding. And what does it do? It just glorifies Krishna throughout with all his mouths, unlimited mouths. And still, he is not able to complete his glorification of Krishna. So he's got unlimited universes, on his unlimited hoods, is glorifying to each of the hoods, mouth of Krishna, and is not able to finish his glorification. It's still unlimited. So as you establish that point, let us move further. So the Lord is saying that Shesh incarnation of mine has already gone inside the womb of Mother Devaki to make suitable arrangements so that I may live there. Now it is completed. Now he should enter the womb of Rohini, his eternal mother. Now, who are the 6 other brothers, sisters? brothers actually of Krishna and Balaram, who appeared before Devaki. If Krishna is so important, does it mean that the 6 incarnations, Shad Garbhas, were equally as transcendental as the Lord himself, Krishna, and his brother Balaram? These are the important questions which we should be raising with all our big intellect. If we understand this, Krishna is God, he appeared in the womb of Mother Devaki. Lord Balaram is also partial expansion of plenary expansion of Krishna, God himself. He appeared before Krishna so that, he can make nice arrangements for Lord Krishna to appear. But what about the 6 previous children? Who are they? Then we are talking about intelligence. If this question has not come to us, then we should say that we are still a bit away from intelligence. Let's not be so proud about our achievements, okay? Right. So this question, for this, we have to refer to the great authorities, previous acharyas. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains this point. See, the entire creation, as well as its individual parts, is an expansion of Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead. So everything is him. Therefore, even though he enters into the material world, he still does not do so. This is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita 9:44 and 5, very beautiful verses. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakta murtina matstani sarva bhutani nachaham teshva avasthitaha. See, by me in my unmanifested form, this entire world is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I'm not in them. Nachat mat sthani bhutani pashyame yogam aishwaram bhuta bhrun nacha bhutastho mamatma bhuta bhavanaha. He says, and yet everything that is created does not rest in me. Behold my mystic opulence. Although I'm the maintainer of all living entities, and although I am everywhere, myself is a very source of creation. Saram khalva idam brahma. Prabhupada writes this all the time, refers this. So everything rests upon him, and yet he does not rest upon him. So everything rests upon him, and yet does not rest upon him. This can be explained only through achintya bhed abhed tattva, yavan yas chasmi tattvataha. Achintya bheda bheda philosophy. You see? Such truths cannot be understood, however, unless one is a pure devotee of the Lord. As the Lord himself says in the Bhagavad Gita again, in the last chapter, Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yashasmi tattvataha. One can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead as he is, only by devotional service. So devotional service is everybody performs, you, me. But have we understood him as he is? That is the fruit of devotional service that has been performed. Till the time we achieve that, we have to keep progressing. When we achieve that, we will be induced to do more and more. Therefore, he is always alert in fear. See? So pure devotee is always transcendentally situated. Because by executing 9 different processes of bhakti yoga, which we know, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam. This is in the 7th canto of Srimad Bhāgavatam. So thus situated in devotional service, a devotee along with, although in the material world, is not in the material world. So we started by saying that one who understands the pastimes of Krishna and Balaram are free from material tribulations. So here it is the point, which again re-emphasized by Srila Prabhupada, to say that a person who's in performing devotional service sincerely, although living in the material world, is not in this material world. And that is the reason why. Yet a devotee always is very fearful. He always fears, because I am associated with the material world, so many contaminations affect me. Therefore, a devotee, he is always alert in this fear, which gradually diminishes his material association. So we should be very fearful of material association. Are we? Ask this question. So everyone who joins us initially thinks, so what, devotional service I can do, chanting I can do, read the Bhagavad Gita I can do, Bhagavatam I can do. But when they spend a little bit more time to understand how much are we realizing, then they realize, are we realizing it? That is the main point. So here is one of the points. Are we fearful of material creation? If yes, then why are we enjoying it? Why do we have some favorite things in this material world? If we are, then we are still lacking. So symbolically, Mother Devaki's constant fear of Kamsa was actually purifying her. See, a pure devotee should always have fear of material association. And in this way, all the asuras of the material association will be killed. Now, the Sadgarbhasuras, which were killed by Kamsa. Kamsa killed those 6 children. It is said that from the mind, Marichi appears. In other words, Marichi is an incarnation of the mind. Marichi has 6 sons: Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, and Matsarya. Lust, anger, greed, illusion, madness, and envy. The Supreme Personality of Godhead appears in pure devotional service. This comes from the Vedas. Only bhakti can bring one in contact with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not by studying the Vedas alone. Now, the Supreme Personality of Godhead appeared from the womb of Devaki, and therefore Devaki symbolically represents bhakti. And Kamsa symbolically represents material fear. So when the 6 sons of Marichi were killed by such fear, and one is freed from material contamination within the womb of bhakti, the Supreme Personality of Godhead appears. You see? Thus, the 7th pregnancy of Devaki signifies the appearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. After the 6 sons, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mad, and Matsarya are killed, the Seshanag incarnation appears, and he creates a suitable situation for the appearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. In other words, put it simply, when one awakens his natural Krishna consciousness, the Lord appears. This is the explanation given by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. It requires a bit of time to understand this, these points. But these are very significant. They are very, very significant. And it is these points that makes us understand the intricacies of devotional service as mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Now, what is the... Now we come to the point. We understood this point that Lord Balaram is actually the son from the womb of Mother Devaki, son of Vasudeva, They're established now. So later on, when these two brothers were born in Vrindavan, in Gokul, and transferred from Krishna was transferred to the womb of Mother Yashoda, and so also Baladev transferred to the womb of Rohini in fear of Kamsa, the demon. So when Vasudev, being the king, he's still a Kshatriya, he then requested their family priests, Gargamuni, to go and give the Namkaran, name giving ceremony for his two sons. So when Gargamuni saw Lord Balaram, he gave the name, suitable name. So this is what he thinks. This is what he spoke. Lord Gargamuni speaks. Shri Garga Uvacha Ayam hi Rohini Putro Ramayan Suhrudo Gunaihi Akyasyate Rama Iti Baladhikyad Balam Viduhu Yadunam Apruthog Bhavat Sankarshanam Ushanti Api. So he says, Gargamuni said, listen very carefully. So Gargamuni said, this child, the son of Rohini, will give happiness to his relatives and friends by his transcendental qualities. Therefore, he will be called as Ram. Ram is supreme pleasure, acceptor and giver. And because he will manifest extraordinary bodily strength, he will be known as Bala. So Balaram. Okay? And moreover, because he unites two families, the Vasudeva's family and the family of Nanda Maharaj, he will be known as Sankarshan. So Baldev was actually the son of Devaki, but he was transferred from Devaki's womb to the womb of Rohini. This fact is not disclosed yet. At this point in time still, in Bhagavatam there, because of the fear of Kamsa. So in Harivamsha, it is mentioned that Gargamuni did disclose to Nanda Maharaj that Balaram would be known as Sankarshan because of uniting two families. He says, the Yadu Vamsha and the Vamsha of Nanda Maharaj, one of which was known as Kshatriya and the other as Vaishya, different castes. Both families had the same original forefather. The original difference between Nanda Maharaj was born as a Vaishya, wife of Vasudev born as a Kshatriya wife. So later Nanda Maharaj married a Vaishya wife and Vasudev married a Kshatriya wife. So although the families of Nanda Maharaj and Vasudev both came from the same father, they were divided as Kshatriya and Vaishyas. Now Baldev united them and therefore is known as Sankarshan. So what is this? Is that actually Nanda Maharaj and Vasudev are cousin brothers. This is not very openly understood. They both have the same parental heritage. But Nanda Maharaj's mother was a Vaishya by birth, a Vaishya family. And Vasudev's wife, Devaki, was Kshatriya. And Vasudev's mother was a Kshatriya, and Nanda Maharaj's mother was a Vaishya. That's why they accepted the Vaishya trait of Nanda Maharaj and Vasudev as Kshatriya. And because they were relatives, cousins, and intimate friends, that's why when the problem with Kamsa became intense, to protect the family, Vasudev sent his wife Rohini in the shelter of Nanda Maharaj. And Nanda Maharaj took care of her as his bhavi, brother's sister, brother's wife, excuse me. So this is the point to be understood. Some nitty-gritties, This is the point. This is the reason why Balaram is called Rama, because he gives transcendental pleasure to everyone, the son of Rohini. Because of his extraordinary power, he is called Bala. This is Balaram. And because he unites two families, that of Devaki, Vasudeva, and that of Nanda Maharaj, is called Sankarshan. Is this okay? So, as far as Lord Balaram also goes, he is all as powerful as that of Lord Krishna. Now, Lord Balaram and Lord Krishna's difference in the age is not many. It's only 15 days. Okay. So this is how the pregnancy was also transferred accordingly. See. So this is where it mentions that when Lord Krishna is instructing Yogamaya, the similar verses, the Lord is saying that, O auspicious Yogamaya, O all auspicious Yogamaya, I shall then appear with my 6 opulences as the son of Devaki, after the appearance of Lord of Sankarshan, Balaram. And you will appear as the daughter of Mother Yashoda, the queen of Maharaj Nanda. Okay. So in the purport, so Amsha Bhagena, like the word, here it is, Athaham Amsha Bhagena Devakyaha Putratam Shubhe Prapsyami Tvam Yashodayam Nandapatnyam Bhavishyasi. So here, Amsha Bhagena is significant here, means by my plenary expansion. This is very important. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is mentioned, it says that Athava Bahunaitena Kim Natvena Tava Arjuna Vishtabhyaham Idam Kritsnam Ekamshena Sthito Jagat. So, but what is the need? What is need is there? What all this need is there, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge? So what need is there for all this, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. That's what all these devotees who are new with us, who newly joined Krishna consciousness, they use their science degree and this intelligence and find out about scientific understanding, They still don't know to understand this. Krishna is saying here, what need is there? Athva bahunaitena. Kim gnatva tavarjuna. For all this detailed knowledge, O Arjun, what is the need? Only with my single fragment, I myself pervade the whole entire universe. So everything is situated as part of Supreme Lord's potency. You see, for Lord Krishna's appearance in the womb of Devaki, Brahma also played a significant role. Because when he went to meet Lord Vishnu in Shweta Dweep, Milk Ocean, on the bank, he prayed for the Lord to appear. And a part was also played by Baldev, the first expansion of Godhead. So similarly, Yogamaya, who appeared as the daughter of Mother Yashoda, also played a part. Thus, Jivatma, Vishnu Tattva, and Shakti Tattva, all these integrated with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And when Krishna appears, he appears with all in his integrated parts, Jiva Tattva, Vishnu Tattva, and Shakti Tattva. So Yogamaya was requested to extract Sankarshan. attract Sankarshan, Baladev, from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini, attracted from here to here. And this was a very heavy task for her, to do that. Yogamaya naturally could not see how it was possible for her to attract Sankarshan. Therefore, Krishna addressed her as Shubhe in this particular verse. I'll repeat it again. Athaham amsa bhagena devakyaha putratam Shubhe. Shubhe means most fortunate, auspicious. And he said, be blessed. Take power from me and you'll be able to do it. Because you cannot move Sankarshan. So by the grace of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, anyone can do anything. And because he was doing service for Lord Krishna, to remove all the anarthas, make sure it's suitable for Krishna to appear, that is the reason why Lord Krishna then gave power to Yogamaya to say, now you can move him from Mother Devaki's womb to that of Rohini, his eternal mother. Yeah. For the Lord is present in everything, all things being part and parcels of his. Amsha Bhagena. So an increasing or decreasing is by supreme will. So Balaram was only 15 days older to that of Krishna. By the blessings of Krishna, Yogamaya became the daughter of Mother Yashoda. And by the supreme will, she was not able to enjoy the parental love of her father and mother, Yogamaya. Krishna, however, although not actually born from the womb of Mother Yashoda, enjoyed the parental love of Mother Yashoda and Nanda. You see, very complications, the reasons for all those things. And by the blessings of Krishna, Yogamaya was able to achieve the reputation of being the daughter of Mother Yashoda, who also became famous by the blessings of Krishna. That is the meaning of Yashoda. What does it mean? Yashoda means one who gives fame. Yashoda, one who gives fame by the same college mercy of Krishna. You see? Actually, Krishna appeared. There are many hidden reasons. We shall not discuss many things openly, but as time would permit. But actually, Krishna appeared in two places, it is said in our Sampradaya. In the womb of Mother Devaki also, as well as Mother Yashoda also. At once, two times. So this is the significance of Lord Balaram. For Lord Balaram plays a very important part in scanning which jivas, which living beings should go to Krishna. And then, by his mercy, the jivas are then accepted by Radharani, the internal potency of Krishna, the Yogamaya potency of Krishna. It is through this Yogamaya potency of Krishna that the jiva is then further attracted and engaged in the service of the lordships. So it is not as simplistic. It is not easy to love Krishna, although it is very, very easy to love Krishna. It is not that simple for us to think that I can achieve God, love Krishna's mercy and Krishna's love very easily. That is immature thinking. One has to work very hard. From our side, we may love him. Krishna should love too. He loves us. Are we ready for him? That's another point. So, Lord Balaram always will be there as an interface in our love and reciprocation of jivas with Krishna. And his devotees also go to Vaikuntha. Very great devotees too. And those are mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam about his devotees as well. And even he had his own rasa dance too with the gopis, his sets of other gopis who would love him. Lord Balaram ki jai. Okay. Right. Anyone wants to say anything? Any questions so far?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for very nice realization on Lord Balaram. The name Sankarshan, is it like Sankarshan is just because he shifted from the womb, or is God eternal abode or eternal form of as a Sankarshan in Vaikuntha Loka?
Sorry, could you explain this point, clarify this question again, please? Thank you.
When we say the Sankarshan, the name Sankarshan of Lord Balaram, is Lord Sankarshan is a like a expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in Vaikuntha Loka, or is just the name given because of the womb change?
Sankarshan because he united two families of Vasudeva and Nanda Maharaj. That's why he's known as Sankarshan. Do you understand this?
Yes. So it's
So
not Ananta Shesh is different.
There is also Ananta Shesh is also, we can say, Sankarshan. Yes, it's in the incarnation. There is form, service to Krishna. Vishnu also. So where there's Vishnu, there will be Ananta Shesh.
And that also called Sankarshan.
Yes, that's right. Further expansions there.
Okay.
It is there Ananta Shesh in which you can see Lord Vishnu having a Yog Maya, Nidra.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Krishna. Yeah, anyone else wants to say something or has any questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for very nice realization. I think we learned many new points. I was thinking about this, that we discussed about service attitude in Lord Balaram. And that is one of the main difference between Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram. But as we say that everything we have, everything comes from Krishna. And we say Krishna do not have that service attitude, or it's not generally there. So how is that? Is the service attitude also comes from Krishna to the Balaram, or is that an initial point with the Balaram?
Yeah, good point. Service attitude is always there in Krishna. Krishna serves his devotees. Krishna served Radharani. You see? So somewhere, wherever, whatever is there in this material world, or spiritual world. It is there in Krishna. Yeah? Is this okay?
Yes, yes. So it is normally just means with Balaram, it just exemplifies in his personality.
Yes, that's right. Because although he's God, but there's only one God. There's no competition in Vaikuntha. Who can be God, who's supreme? They all accept Krishna to be supreme. Because he's supreme. He shows his opulence all the time.
Yes. So with the quality wise, Prabhuji, actually, they say there is practically no difference. So Balaram also has all the qualities as Krishna.
Yes, near about. That's what it said. Yeah. There's a first expansion, plenary expansion of Krishna, not incarnation.
Expansion, yeah.
And from Balaram, everything expands further. For all service is done by Balaram, including Vaikuntha planets generated by Balaram, including Krishna's Vrindavan, with all this, his where he performs his pastimes, is done by Balaram. And there's also association of the Yoga Maya and Balaram in supporting things. So Vrindavan is a very mystical place, Like Tulsi Devi is an expansion of Yoga Maya. She's no ordinary personality. So when you go to Vrindavan, there's a particular place of Tulsi Devi. Excuse me.
Okay.
So when that Tulsi Devi, if we go to that place, very beautiful place actually, very beautiful Dham. So that Tulsi Devi place is where in the morning you will see even now her servants are unlimited parrots, in Vrindavan. They roam about everywhere in Vrindavan. And they give her full information. This is happening, that is happening. And it's her business to make sure that where Radha and Krishna are going to perform the Astalila pastimes, 8-fold pastimes every day, right from after Mangalarti onwards. The place is beautiful. You have to go to that place in Vrunda Devi's temple early in the morning. By 6:30, 7 o'clock, devotees go there. Very beautiful. There's a kund also there. You can go in the afternoon also, but we're going to Gokul. Yeah, it's very, and now they've made it very nicely. So, yeah.
Yes, and with the Yogamaya, Prabhuji, actually means Yogamaya is basically the internal potency of Lord Krishna.
Yeah.
So is that then expansion of Srimati Radharani?
Yes, Radharani is the main Yogamaya. Yeah.
Maya, okay.
The different Shaktis. Yogamaya is also Shaktis, Hladini Shakti. So she is that.
Okay. I just try to understand the technicalities, Prabhuji. Because even Sudra Mataji actually means is a Yogmaya's expansion.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Otherwise, they cannot be Krishna's sister,
Sister. Yes, thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, I think that explains.
Yeah, Jai.
Jai, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Okay, anybody else? I'm waiting for one question from all of you. You are not asking that question. Maybe I have to ask myself that question and answer the answer. So the six children of Devaki, of Krishna's brothers, they were called demons. And that's the reason why Lord Balaram had appeared to make nice arrangement for Krishna to appear. Ashtagarbhas, they were called. So why were the demons who came as brothers of Krishna? So very interesting. It's not that so openly understood points of discussion. You see, the thing is this, that they were actually the son of a demon called Kalanemi, who became Ravana, Kamsa, excuse me, in the next birth. Yeah. So it's also not readily available, this information. It's only in Hari Vamsha, it's mentioned. So these demons, Hamsa, Suvikarma, Kratha, Damana, Rupu, Mardana, Krodahanta, 6. They perform great austerities to worship Brahma. Okay? And to get benediction from Brahma. But not known to their own grandfather. Kalnemi's father was Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu, when he found out that his own grandchildren, they prayed to Brahma without his knowledge, he was so angry. So you want to achieve benediction without knowing me, talking to me? What? I'm giving you. I'll give you a curse. You'll be killed by your own father. You want to become big demons? No problem. You Kalnemi's son, no, you are. He'll kill you. So it is this Kalnemi who became Kamsa. But he said, you will take birth in the womb of Devaki. In Krishna's appearance. But Kalnemi will kill you as soon as you are born. And that's why he was born. That's why Kamsa killed them. Yeah. And also the same, they were actually, also they were the sons of Marichi, And as sons of Marichi, they had seen Lord Brahma getting attracted to his own daughter, You know about the case, right? He created his own daughter and he was attracted to her. And they laughed at him. No, although he may be doing abominable situation, but you cannot laugh at such personality. So that's why they were cursed to become demons. That's what happens, Because this is mentioned in the 10th canto too. I'll read this translation. It's very beautiful, very informative, instructive. So this means that after going to Sutalapuri, who's the Lord of Sutalapuri? Who's managing it for Krishna? Patal, Sutal. Who's that? Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj.
Bali Maharaj, yes.
Yeah. So this means that after going to Sutalpuri, Krishna told Bali, the king of Daityas, O Lord of the Daityas, during the Manvantara of Swayambhuva Manu, which is the first Manu. Right now we are 7th Manu. Okay. During the Manvantara of Swayambhuva Manu, 6 demigods like sons were born of the womb of Purna Devi, the wife of Marichi. Seeing Brahma running after his own daughter, Saraswati, they mocked him. And as a result of this sin, Hiranyakashipu, Sakshat Kalanemi Kshetre, they took demoniac births as the son of Kalanemi, who was the son of Hiranyakashipu. There's a connection now going. Again, from there, they were forced to take birth in the womb of Devaki through Yogmaya and killed by Kamsa. Mother Devaki is mourning for them, considering them to be her own sons. Presently, they are residing in your abode to alleviate her maternal sorrow. I will take them away from this place to meet their mother. And that's what Krishna is saying. Finally, they will go back to the planet of the demigods, having been freed from the curse and from lamentation. These 6 sons of Marichi, namely Smara, Udgita, Parishvanga, Patanga, Kshudra, Bhruta, and Gruni, will eventually attain the supreme abode by my mercy. So this is the background of the 6. Okay, Hare Krishna. I wanted to quickly have a chat with devotees who are from our intermediate program. Hello, Path Prabhu. Who else is there? Is Soumya there? Divanshi there? I don't know. Right. How do you find? Haribol, sorry.
I got one question I wanted to ask on what you just shared.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, Prabhuji, like the pastime that you shared, where Hiranyakashipu actually cursed those 6 sons of Marichi. So I was thinking, even like Hiranyakashipu was a demon, so how his curse can come true? Is that...
See, one should understand this point, that this is all, when I read the whole, it's in the 10th canto, which we referred to, Yeah. Where Krishna is saying this is how it happened. Because of their laughing and belittling Brahma as a son of Marichi, they fell down as the grandson of Hiranyakashipu. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's how all this is pre-planned. So you'll be born this way. That's right. So, and then you'll be killed by your own husband, by your own father. He said. So Hiranyakashipu is not an ordinary personality, which we know. He's a great personality. Everyone bowed to him. Even Narad bowed to him for some reason. He was that powerful. Come on. Hiranyakashipu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Is it okay?
Yes. Thank you, Prabhuji. Just you need to know the whole picture.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Very good.
Yes, possible. Haribol, you came, you went. Right. Are these programs helping you guys? Or is it too much of a bouncer? How did it help you? What is one thing you learned today? Tell me.
Thing about we just knew I personally just knew the story about the birds, but not like some facts like sticks, previous childs, these anarthas, and then the story about Kalini and everything. That is what I did not know. Then why Sankarshan is called Sankarshan, because he unites the families. So all these details I did not know about the Katha. So in that
Just
way,
information for now. Yeah.
information for now.
Okay. Who else is there from our intermediate level now? Anyone here? I can't see in this. Is Soumya here? Sarmataji here or no? Not here. Suchi, how about you? We are not seeing you now. Are you in Nagpur? You are in Pune? Can you show yourself, please? Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, I just came back to Nagpur.
Yes. That's good. So what is the one thing you learned from today?
Yes, Prabhuji, as Patru mentioned that we were not knowing the details and
Okay.
as you said, nitty-gritty of...
Yeah. That's okay. That's all right. That's good. So you gained something.
Yeah.
Yeah. How would it help your devotional service?
Prabhuji, as far as devotional service is concerned, it will help me to go into the depth of scriptures more rather than stories.
Step by step.
Step by step, yes.
Otherwise, just remain stories with no meaning,
Yes.
Okay. All right, thank you. Parth, how does it help? How will it help your service, your devotional service?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, it will help in two ways. Apart from one way is that definitely what Shruti Mataji said, but apart from that, the stories about Krishna, they're all pleasing, since Krishna is all pleasing and all attractive. So in times of like this happens to me. So in times of anxiety and in times of stress, you can just meditate on these pastimes, and just meditate on these pastimes and think about these pastimes and it basically makes you more attracted towards Krishna. So yeah, that is
okay. That's good. As long as we can accept these pastimes to be true, then it will benefit. This is what happened, so it can happen to me too. That's good. That's correct. Very nice. Good. Krishnadas, good to see you. How things there in Christchurch? It's very cold, is it?
Hare Krishna, yeah, it's super cold. It was 0 degrees last night, so yeah.
0 degrees in Delhi all the time. Many times in Delhi.
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's nice. It's very different from Auckland. Very, very different.
Yeah.
One thing I particularly enjoy learning about these things, because to actually understand what we're learning in devotional service, it's important to have a very, in times like this, to have a comprehensive overview and to understand deeper into some topics. So we know pastimes, but then we understand, the context surrounding the pastimes. Then we talk about even deeper things that are not like common, understanding. So altogether, it ultimately makes me understand more about what I'm trying to practice. So basically the understanding deepens that way. That's why.
Great. Hare Krishna. As I said that this is our understanding from our sampradaya. So that's why authorities are very much needed for doing it, Yeah. Because there are books written by devotees, by 6 Goswamis and all who go into who dwell more into the deeper pastimes of Radha Krishna, Yeah. Okay, great. Wonderful. Anything else anyone wants to say, please? Okay. Looks like we're about to finish now. I think Soumya has joined, but I think she's in and out today. Must be very busy. Okay, any other seniors want to say anything before we finish today's discussion, please? Right. Hare Krishna. All right. With this, we conclude our program today. And now next week, we have big events as well. We've got on Friday, we've got Janmashtami, Shri Krishna Janmashtami festival in Auckland, New Zealand. Then on Saturday, we shall have Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja. So we will have our own program on next Sunday on Krishna Janmashtami, And that is where we will have our realizations program. And we can also learn a bit new as we want to, as we learn today. And and we will have the same timing of 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 in the afternoon. So it doesn't go delayed for India timing. When we start at 10:30 and 3 hours would be 1:30, becomes even more late. So we continue with this, and for New Zealand also it's 4 to 7. So we keep 4 to 7, so we can finish off on time. I hope it's all right with everyone. Oh, Soumya, want to say something, Soumya? You were in and out today. Maybe your connection or things are okay?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hari bol. So what did you learn? Anything new today? Did you like it? Today's program?
Yes, Prabhuji, it was a very nice program. You shared us the incidents, and you were sharing how Lord Balram, he was the elder brother to Lord Krishna, and he was. You shared about how he was actually in Devki's womb, and he was checking for Lord Krishna that everything is all right or not. And then after he is done with that, then Lord Krishna, he was transferred to Rohini's womb. So all of that was very interesting. I did not know that exactly very nicely. And there was always a little bit of confusion. So it was a very nice program, Prabhuji. And even Sheetal Prabhu's realization, I was there for that as well.
Yes,
It was nice, Prabhuji.
wonderful. Very good. Very good. Hare Krishna. Okay, so our youngsters are here now to sing Maharaj, Maharaj. It's turn. Subhadra's turn, is it? Is Madhav going to help you?
Sorry, I think Sushi Mataji had raised her hand, I think.
Oh, you raised your hand? Suji Madhav, tell me, you want to say something?
Prabhuji, as the Janmashtami is coming, I wanted to ask what is the procedure and how Janmashtami is to be celebrated.
Wonderful. First thing you must do, if it's possible for you, then you must chant more on the day. Okay. If you are able to, fast the day. If you can't fast, don't worry. At least have some Ekadashi Prasadam, you know. Okay. Cook for Krishna nicely. And main thing is, after Janmashtami, next day Srila Prabhupada's appearance day. So that is very, very, very important for all of us, you know. Thank Prabhupada on the day. Again, chant more rounds. Have a big feast at 12 o'clock. Prabhupada, remembering Srila Prabhupada. Generally, devotees around the world, we celebrate the Vyasa Puja of Prabhupada with a big pomp and ceremony. We are going on a camp here in Auckland, New Zealand, actually. There are some devotees who are setting up a camp. So we are going for a camp. I don't know if we can do a live from there, but it's on Friday afternoon, evening. We'll be going. Saturday we are there, Janmashtami and Prabhupada appearance. And Sunday we have told them we have to leave because we have to come and do our program. So we'll be on time to do our program, you know, with all of you. So it'll be fairly intense, but we like it, you know, homages. So on that day, I would request all of you to write something for Prabhupada. Give a homage for Srila Prabhupada on Sunday when you meet. So, yeah, maybe all of us can speak for 2-3 minutes, you know, for Prabhupada, thanking Prabhupada. I want all of us to be getting into the habit of this important days, at least this important day of Prabhupada's appearance, Vyasa Puja. Do we thank, like we did for Guru Maharaj, Vyasa Puja? Most of you did. So for you, please, you must do. So we will have a Prabhupada Vyasa Puja also. And we will we'll have also with it a devotees realizations program on Janmashtami, or I'll give a class on Janmashtami. And then Vyasa Puja, or Vyasa Puja, homages, and then Janmashtami. We'll see how devotees feel, you know, because they also will be tired after the 2 days of camping and yeah, a lot of service and yeah, wow. Don't you worry, we'll have camps in India also. We just started now. Already 3 of us came. Our projects have already begun, you know. In Hare Kurukshetra, projects have begun. I'm in Mumbai. Devotees came to meet me. We'll be traveling around. Avinash came and started projects, and we'll be setting up things. So, yeah, don't you worry. Next time, some of us will be with you guys. You can celebrate together, you know. You're not going to be left in lurch. So, for Janmashtami, the Janmashtami day, if you perform Mangala Aarti, wake up early in the morning. If you don't know how to sing Mangala Aarti, just chant Hare Krishna. We have taught you in the program, you know, what are the prayers, you know, Samsara Gava and all that. Just repeat those prayers, Tulsi Aarti, Lord Nrsimhadev prayers and Tulsi Aarti, you know. And then chant your rounds. If you can fast. At least if you are studying in all those things, and have some Ekadashi Prasadam, fruits and all, have milk and all, you know. If you can't, that is best. If you don't, then don't worry, just continue. And then 12 o'clock Krishna births, happy birthday, Krishna, wish him, and then go to sleep. Next day morning, wake up early again. It's Prabhupada's appearance day. Don't break your fast still. Just have your Ekadashi Prasadam in the night at 12 o'clock. Okay, with Krishna's birth. Wait, if you can, till 12 o'clock for Ekadashi Prasadam. So if you cannot fast the whole day, then have in the breakfast, your Ekadashi Prasadam throughout the day, no problem. But after 12 o'clock, when you wish Krishna happy birthday, have a little bit of small prasadam, Ekadashi Prasadam, or drink, some salty drink, and go to sleep. Next day morning, Prabhupada appearance day, continue with the fast. Thank Prabhupada, chant some rounds, 12 o'clock, make a feast, offer to Prabhupada if you can. And then with all the glories to glorify Srila Prabhupada, have a big feast at 12 o'clock, And that's it. Then we'll meet on Sunday.
Srila Prabhupada's, 12 in the daytime.
Yeah, 12 o'clock afternoon, you break your fast, And we'll be doing the same here. And then we'll meet on Sunday, where we'll have Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja. And I'll talk to the seniors if they want to give realizations for Janmashtami, or I'll give a class. As I said, everybody will speak for Prabhupada's, appearance. I want to hear from all of you too, thanking Prabhupada. He's the most important personality. Is this okay?
Thank you.
Good. You can be anywhere and do it. You don't have to be only in this place or that place. Anywhere you can do it. Jai. Right. Good. Anyone else has to say anything? I'll wait for 10 more seconds. Right. Okay. So whose turn is it today to sing? Is Shubhadra's turn? Was it Navina's turn? Hare Krishna, Shubhadra, it's your turn. Okay, let's start. Madhav, Hare Krishna, Madhav. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Very nice. Start, Shubhadra. 1, 2.
Maharaj, please hear us. Maharaj, please hear us. We have learned some real good stuff. We have learned some real good stuff. Maharaj, we have learned one thing. Maharaj, we have learned one thing. And today for you we will sing. And today for you we will sing. If our room is clean, then our mind is clean. Then our mind is clean. If our mind is clean, if our mind is clean, we can do anything. We can do anything. If our room is dirty, if our room is dirty, then so are we. Then so are we. But if we are dirty, if we are dirty, we're not happy. We are not happy. Wasting time. Wasting time is the greatest crime. Is the greatest crime. Because wasted time. Because wasted time means a wasted mind. Means a wasted mind. Your time, so best use your time when you're in your prime. When you're in your prime, in your whole life, and your whole life will be sublime. Will be sublime. If your wealth is gone, if your wealth is gone, then there's nothing wrong. And there is nothing wrong. But if your health is gone, if your health is gone, then that's a different song. That's a different song. If your character dies, if your character dies, then the world will cry. Then the world will cry. Sadly behavior, only sadly behavior. Let humanity cry. Let humanity cry. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We must always remember Krishna.
We must always remember Krishna
And never forget him too.
and never forget him
But
too.
how are we to practice this with so many things to do?
But how are we to practice this with so many things to do?
That is the greatest question.
That is the greatest question.
And here is the greatest clue.
And here is the greatest clue.
Krishna remembers you.
You must learn to work so nicely that Krishna remembers you. So listen very closely
And make your thinking sharp.
and make your thinking sharp.
Let's learn how we can live in words so Krishna won't depart.
Let's learn how we can remember so Krishna won't depart.
If something due tomorrow,
If something's due tomorrow,
finish it today.
finish it today.
Whatever's due today,
Whatever's due today,
do it now, don't delay.
do it now, don't delay.
Your friends might be lazy.
Your friends might be lazy
Or doing bad things.
or doing bad things,
But you think again.
but you think again,
Don't follow them.
don't follow them,
And you will win the end.
and you will win the end.
Whatever what we're given.
Whatever what we are given,
We do our very best.
we do our very best.
We only live in what we need and give Krishna the rest.
We only live with what we need and give Krishna the rest.
This is how to live for work and to play. You'll love the look way. Take it every day.
This is how to live, to work and to play. You learn to live this way, you worship Krishna every day.
The writers up above, you'll sing and dance and dance. The heart full of love.
And when that time is up, we'll take the song of love. We'll sing and dance with you, with your heart full of love.
To get Krishna's hand and enjoy it and stand. She's the only one.
So chant Krishna's name, His glories and His fame is the only way this world will ever become sane.
Now please ask this greatest question.
Now please ask this greatest question
And find this greatest clue.
and find this greatest clue.
You can only remember Krishna.
You can only remember Krishna
Krishna can remember you.
if Krishna remembers you.
Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jai Ganeshala Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj Shila Gurudev ki Jai. Jagat Guru Shila Prabhupada ki Jai. Shri Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki Jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Chandra Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Shri Lord Balaram's Transcendental Appearance Day Mahotsav ki Jai. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Mahavishnu Goswami Ti Namine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Ti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaur Vani Prashaya Nidhi Vishnu Padaya. Jai Shri Krishna Balaram ki Jai. Okay. So we'll meet next week, Krishna willing, same place, same time. Till then, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.